Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow travelers on this unpredictable path of life, what is hope? Hope is a quiet force. It's not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it hides in the smallest things. A sunrise peeking through your window after a long night. The softness of someone's voice when they say, I'm proud of you. Or even the steady beat of your own heart, carrying you forward, moment by moment. It's the unseen hand that nudges you forward when everything else says to give up. Love, like hope, often arrives softly. It doesn't always come with fireworks or grand gestures. Sometimes, love is found in the unseen ways you care for yourself when no one else notices. It's in the tears you wipe from your own face and the promises you make, maybe silently, to keep going, to stay one more day. In the same breath as hope and love exists the universe, not just as a backdrop to our lives, but as an active participant in who we are. You are not just in the universe, you are the universe. Its particles make up your skin, your bones, your mind. Every breath you take is a continuation of the stars that once burned before you were ever born. There is something extraordinary about being here. Out of every possibility, every combination of atoms and time and chance, you exist. Your thoughts, your laughter, your sadness, all of it is real, valid, and deeply meaningful in this vast cosmos. That, in itself, is a kind of miracle. Now, here is something that I read online today. Though the exact source is hard to trace, the truth in the words remain. Just by being born, you change the fate of the universe forever. Every time you build or break, every time you change the temperature of the house, every time you get up and talk to someone, every time you even blink, it is all part of the universe, and these changes happen because you existed. Now I want you to sit on that. Your existence, no matter how ordinary it may feel, is not a mistake. You are not an afterthought in a chaotic world. Every choice you've made, every word you've spoken, every movement of your body has shifted something. That ripple can be felt through space and time. You matter more than you know, not because of what you've achieved, but because you are here. There are moments where it might feel like the world is too loud, too dark, too cold. Moments when hope feels distant and love feels undeserved. You start to wonder if you matter, if you're seen, if you're heard. But I want you to remember something. Even in your silence, the universe is listening. Even in your stillness, you are part of a rhythm far greater than you know. It's easy to lose sight of that. Social media floods our mind with snapshots of perfect lives, flawless bodies, constant success. You begin to believe that you are behind, that you're not enough, that somehow everyone else figured out something you missed. But the truth is this: most of us are scared. Most of us doubt ourselves. Most of us scroll through filtered images and wonder, why not me? We compare our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, forgetting that they too have had bad days, insecurities, and wounds you'll never see. Hope is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about believing that even in imperfection, there's beauty. Even in the cracks, there is light. As Leonard Cohen wrote, there's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Comparison robs you of the beauty that is you. As someone wisely said, the sun doesn't compare itself to the moon. They both shine when it's their time. In the same way, you are not meant to match anyone else's timeline or image. You are your own kind of light. Your worth isn't up for debate. You do not need to prove it, not to anyone. And yes, you may feel like you're not enough. That ache is real. Maybe it started in childhood. Someone compared you to another kid and said, why can't you be more like them? Maybe they pointed out how well someone else was doing, and you began to shrink. You started to measure yourself by the achievement of others, by how happy they looked, how much they had, how put together they seemed. But that voice, one that tells you you'll never measure up, that's not your truth. That's a wound. You do not have to measure yourself up to anyone. You do not have to explain your worth, because you are worthy by default. Hope comes back when you begin to treat yourself like someone you're responsible for loving. When the pressure gets too heavy, you need outlets, not punishments. Maybe you cope by playing video games, talking to friends, or walking in the quiet. That's not weakness, that's survival. That's resilience. Another trap is setting expectations so high that failure feels inevitable. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but give yourself room to breathe. As the author Anne Lamott said, expectations are resentments waiting to happen. You're allowed to grow slowly. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to be a work in progress. Love, the kind that comes from the universe, is patient. It's not conditional. It does not abandon you in dark moments. Even when you've fallen, even when you're unsure, that love remains. And when you turn into the stillness inside yourself, you may begin to feel it again, not in words, but in knowing. The love between you and the universe is not always obvious. It's patient, it's persistent, it's found in the fact that every day you are given another chance to try again, to heal, to learn, and to love. That chance is love. That breath you just took is love. That gentle tug in your chest that wants you to believe, that is hope. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too much or not enough. You are a thread in the great tapestry of time and space. And your presence here matters. As Carl Sagan once said, we are a way for the universe to know itself. That means your mind, your emotions, your story are not separate from the universe. They are an expression of it. You are the universe, becoming aware, asking questions, learning to love, struggling, and healing. And what greater hope is there than that? So when things feel unbearable, when you feel unseen, when you're questioning your place in all of this, look up, look around, and look within. The universe is not just out there, it's within you. It beats with your heart, it breathes with your breath, it hopes with your soul. You were never alone. You were always a part of something vast, something ancient, something unimaginably beautiful. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be real. And the universe loves you, not despite that, but because of it.